Hello and welcome to another episode with the WERF League. I am JT. You can find me on Twitter at JT underscore the Ginger. Week 17 of FAAB transactions up for you across all Earth leagues and the overall Earth standings. Let's get to it. I'm going to share my screen here. And the overall Earth standings is what we have up first. Corbin Young still in first place, hashtag leg day every day. And Dave McDonald in second, and Dalton Del Don in third. Just recently chatting with Michael Govier. Come on, get your shit together, Govier. Fourth place overall. In honor of his great friend, passed away too soon. Ryan would quote that. I got a kick out of that. And so I was like, you're not even meddling right now. Come on, Govier. Lucas Beery capping off fifth place there. Carmen, those two Johns, Ralph, Michael Waterloo, D. Pietro, Mark McElroy of WERF, John Hegland of WERF. Same names, Eno right there. Same names we're seeing week in and week out, just jostling for position. It's going to be a lot of fun. Every run, home run, RBI, everything. It's all going to count. Strikeout, save, quality start. It's a lot of fun. Go find this spreadsheet. Each week I update it with all the fan tracks stats from all the leagues and standings. And so you can find this. I tweet it from the WERF League on Twitter. I tweet it from my Twitter. I tag all the commissioners. Go find it and toggle it around. And if you're interested to see how you're pacing and if you can compare it to about a 15 team league, if you're in or thereabouts, you can click down here to overall totals and filter search through all the different roto categories that we're doing. It's OBP QS League. And so pretty interesting, lots of fun. And hey, I just want to say I'm not last in saves. What's up? I'm still working on that ERA and whip, but hey, things like this take time. And so in doing so, I updated my team. So let's get to that. So first up, we got WERF FAAB week 17. And usually I only dedicate in real time as players happen. I kind of skim the waiver wire every once in a while during the week, but I really just kind of sit down, put in my homework for about the hour before our 7 o'clock deadline. It's what works for me. I don't want to dedicate a whole lot of time, but I want to still be active and competitive. So let's it works for me. Hopefully I want to hear what works for you, how much time you put into it, and all things like that. Interact with us on Twitter. That's what we're here for. And we want to just grow this community. So first up, WERF League, Anthony Santander. I dropped him last week, wasn't doing it for me. Hopefully he does it for you. AP, Vitamin Empire, $37 FAAB units. John Nogowski, 7 FAAB units out of Mark. And I tweeted to Eno, I was like, I see you picking up this Pittsburgh first baseman, and now you're going to see his name a lot tonight, I think. Off to a hot start and getting a lot of playing time, batting clean up there in Pittsburgh, and plays with passion. If you don't even play at all if you're not going to play with any passion. But moving on, Brett Suter for Mikey, 30 FAAB units, dropping Beatty. Dickerson, I hope it works out for you, Sean, 1 FAAB unit. He's just not getting enough playing time for me and in a slump. Slater getting dropped for Jacob Stallings. Guess needed a catcher. 1 FAAB unit to Corbin. Tuki Toussaint. Is he back? Really? Danny picking him up for 49 FAAB units. Scheduled start Tuesday against the Padres. Oh, okay. Good luck with that, Tuki. Hope it bodes well. Alvarado getting dropped in the process. Colin McHugh, that's another name I thought I put 5 on it. I might have switched it down just to 0 just to low key get it, but I didn't. John did for 1 fab unit. Colin McHugh, ratios, hasn't walked anyone in over a month. So Brad Keller getting dropped in the process. Moving on, Chad Cool, Palouse Posse. Again, I threw out like 5 or 10 units, didn't get them. Let's see, Nico Goodrum getting dropped in the process. Ben Gamble, I was kind of off on Daza, and then he hit the IL, so I was like, okay, I need someone playing 5 units. Let's go. Josiah Gray, holy cow, I think I put some on him, but not 71 worth, obviously, because Danny got him. Hopefully he's coming up. Ooh, there's a new red. Oh, now he has an expected promotion date ahead of Tuesday's game against San Francisco. There we go. Joe Ross getting dropped. And I don't think anything on the horizon for that. So that might be a stash IL ad. Might have to contemplate that later. Cal Raleigh getting called up by the Mariners, and now Smana's getting them for 19 units. Adam Engel, outfielder for the White Sox, AP, 14 units. Elias Diaz, 5 units. Smada, Luis Torrens, another catch. Wait. How many catchers do you need, Matt? You have a problem. Holy cow, getting 3 catchers here for a total of 29 fab units. There's a run on catchers. Do you need 3 of them? I feel like I'm in a fantasy league episode. All right. Anyway, moving on to the turf league. Got it queued up here, a little bit laggy tonight. Drew Pomeranz, 3 units. Venn Baseball getting them. Dropping Brock. Elias Diaz, there we are. Ravitri getting them for 2 units. Brandon Marsh, Waterloo, 31 units. Dropping Stallings. Brandon Marsh batting 5th. I'm liking it. I picked him up for 0 a couple weeks ago. If you were paying attention, Josiah Gray, 5 units of fab was all it took here in Turf League. Dropping Marco Gonzalez. Edward Cabrera, spec adding for Waterloo for 1 unit, dropping Mitch Moreland. Nogowski, 11 units here. And Bundy, 10 units for Josh Fuentes, Ravitri, and M. Mimi. Pretty active here this week for turf. Glarf coming up at you. We've got Jackie Bradley Jr., Max Freeze, 9 units. Kiermaier, 26 units. Dropping Phillips there. Tampa Bay for Tampa Bay. Mike Carter keeping it within the family. Serge Sanchez, 6 units on Rowan Wick. Tyler A. Wells getting picked up, 2 units for Dave. Dropping Zach Britton, just trying to get that committee of saves there in Baltimore. Nick Ahmed, Lucas Beery, 1 unit. Dropping Heredia. Another spec ad, Edward Cabrera, Waxman getting for 5 units. Brandon Marsh, there we are. Mike Carter, 51 units. Dropping Eli White. I approve. Tuki Toussaint, Jenny was on it, 25 units. Dropping Williams, head to the IL. Berger, who had a monster home run the other night, 21 units. Dropping Garrett, going to Carmen. Waxman again getting Dahl, 4 units. Let's see, Lucas Beery getting Josh. I think it's Josh Lau. I can't keep track of which one. I should know better. 0 units. Dropping Trinan. I'm there. Dropped Trinan a couple weeks ago. Right there with you, Lucas. Jenny active again. 25 units for Minor. Dropping Green. Interesting. See, I thought he could start stealing a couple more saves, and they might be pacing out their bullpen here for the Yankees. So, Glarf, knock, knock. Green's out there available. Franco getting picked up by Sarah, 11 units. Michael Govier. Come on, Govier. Picking up Singer. Oh, I don't know if you started him. I hope you didn't. Hopefully it was just I'm going to use him in the future sparingly. But anyways, I started him as well. I'm right there with you if you did. Darren Ruff doing some nice things there in San Francisco this year when healthy, but hitting the ball very well. 21 units to Mike Carter. Phil Gosselin, multi positions there for Max Freeze, 8 units. Jonathan Loisiga, Lucas Beery, 2 units. Sanchez going to the IL. Kluber, Michael Govier, 2 units. Turnbull to the IL. Mike Carter, 6 units. Chris Owings dropping Peterson, cooling off there. Max Freeze, 6 units for Ryan O'Hearn, dropping Sulcer. It's a carousel of closers. Lots of C's there. There in Baltimore. Moving on. Syndergaard, spec ad. Maybe he comes back at the end of the year. Might as well. Zach, 0 units. Pinder, injured. And Hoy Park for New York there, getting some playing time, dropping Adele. Now with Marsh up, I could see how Adele doesn't really have a spot unless an injury occurs. But you would think at least Adele might come up in September. But hey, if you need a position like shortstop and you're in a crunch, I understand. All right, one trade since our last episode here, Barf League making the trade. Eno with Joe G, but we just call him Hot Ham Water here on the WERF necessities. So let's go Joey Gallo from Eno to Hot Ham Water in return for some Whit Merrifield. So you got some power for some steals. I like it. Hopefully it meets team needs. Very interesting, very timely. All the Earth leagues trade deadline is July 31st at, I want to say 8:59 Pacific Standard Time. So adjust your clocks accordingly. For those that are not on the West Coast, which is the best coast. So moving on to the recent transactions for week 17 in the Barf League. We're going to get up to here. Jose Suarez getting picked up. 7 units, dropping Reddick for Bubba. Man Bear Pig, 15 units on Orlando Arcia, dropping Pilar. Quantrill, Rotohead, 12 units, dropping Hayward. Fuentes getting dropped by Hot Ham Water. For Gosselin for 4 units. Bumgarner getting picked up. Goodrum to the IL. Justin Mason, 36 FAAB units spent. David Bednar, those 2 Johns. Is he getting saves them? I'm guessing he's getting lots of holds, so he might. So maybe spec Adam Bednar for a trade. For, Rodriguez leaves Pittsburgh. 29 units though. So really needing those ratios, something like that. Johnson knows what they're doing. Those 2 of them know what they're doing. So I'm just kind of taking mental notes, if you will. Tuki Toussaint getting picked up again here. 1 unit, very cheap. Well done, savvy pickup, Justin. Putting Pablo Lopez on the IL. Brandon Marsh, 59 units. I think that's a new high across all the Earth leagues so far. Those 2 Johns getting them. Huascar Yanoa, Matty Wood, 3 units. Savvy, I think Yanoa's coming back soon. Lorenzen's injured again. Oh, they officially placed him on the 60. Or excuse me, the 10-day with the hamstring. Okay, hamstring. Yeah, that's a tough one. Shoulder strain had been the thing. Now it's a hammy. And the way Lorenzen's built, it's got some thick thighs. So having a hammy injury is concerning. Listella, Eno, 3 units. Hauk, didn't he back up into a 3-inning save? Yeah. He's like, hey, I'm back. What's up? 3 innings save. 3 Ks, 1 walk, 1 hit. He's they said he was going to be kind of unique in the way they used him, but I thought he was going to be starter here on Wednesday. There we were against the Blue Jays. So interesting. Kind of almost like a Kopech, like a couple random starts, long innings, maybe by the end of the year, stretch him out, and he's valuable last month or so. I have Houck and Kopech, so that's what I'm hoping for. You too, Bubba? Great. Sounds good. 5 units, drop and done. Christian Arroyo, Matty Wood, 12 units. Dropping McKinney. Adam Mingle there getting picked up 3 units. Matty Wood. Chas McCormick getting dropped. I have to look into Ingle a little bit more. If he's getting that playing time, I could use an Ingle-like person. Interesting. All right. Josiah Gray, 0 units. Well done, Ranger Danger Royal Seller. Changing your name, messing up my. I'm just kidding. I had to tweak it a little bit for the Earth standings. The Excel spreadsheet was like, don't recognize this team name anymore. Brett Phillips getting dropped. That's a theme. 7 units. Jose Iglesias getting picked up by Matty Wood. Dropping Calhoun. All right. Final league to recap, Nerf League. Jason Hayward, 11 units to Dan Harris. Dropping Nick Gordon from Minnesota there. Max Stassi getting picked up, needed a catcher. Mick, 33 units, dropping Carantini. Zimmer getting picked up, 5 units. Mick again, dropping Gregory Soto. Interesting. He's pitching solid, and he gets a save here and there. Good ratios. And then Eaton, 11 units. Dan Harris dropping Fulmer. So he's done with Detroit. And that just recaps Nerf. Not a whole lot going on there for Nerf, but hey, to the victor goes the spoils. If no one's really adding and dropping, you can do it cheaply and efficiently. And if you're going to be one thing, it's efficient. So that's going to recap everything, all the week 17 FAAB transactions and across all the Earth leagues, the one trade most recently that happened within the last week, and the overall Earth standings, which we went over in the beginning. You can find those standings. I tweeted out. Find me at JT_the Ginger. You can find it at WERF League on Twitter. But that's everything for this week. The Olympics are coming up. Some baseball, softball, first time in the Olympics. That'll be a lot of fun. I want to see if there's any types of different strategy or the way they deploy players or use them, shift. If not, I don't know. I haven't looked much into it, but kind of fun to have that in the Olympics, along with all the other cool events, canoe sprinting and things like that. But that's it for me for this week. We'll see you next week. Take care, be well, stay safe, enjoy the baseball, and bye-bye.